The Allied army is in retreat as it is being chased by Napoleon's eagles. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with another NTW 3 battle for you today, and we are finally with 9.0. I finally got through most of the 8.9 battles I wanted to show off. Unfortunately, Elau, I don't know what was wrong with it, but it just refused to like upload in the quality I wanted it to. So I've got rid of it. Probably do. I imagine there will be another 9.0 Elau scenario at some point. So we will probably have that. But we are here at Quatre today, and we have the French corps here chasing down, chasing down the British, it would seem. I don't know exactly why these units are coming up like this. I have no idea why I can't see the French units, but hey, that may just be a bug. I'm not entirely sure, but I can see all the British units anyway. But yeah, so we have Quatre here today, or like the Battle of Quatre. So yeah, obviously the French versus British. Obviously Lingy over there somewhere in the distance. The Prussians are fighting another French army, and are getting routed if it goes like history anyway. Obviously we don't know. I mean, the Battle of Quatre kind of ends in a bit of a stalemate here. Have we got Napoleon here? I think we do. Napoleon, you're supposed to be at Lingy. You're supposed to be routing Blucher, but there you go. Who knows where he is? But yeah, we have 4 British corps here today, facing, I imagine, 4 French corps. We have Wellington, we have Hill, we have Uxbridge, and we have the Prince of Orange is on his way. He is on his way. What we've got setting up here, we've got some King's German Legion 9-pounders setting up. So they are going to be probably focusing down this French cavalry here very, very heavily. I don't know why I can't see what the French, like all the French units. It is a little bit annoying. But we will go on. We'll be fine. We know most of the units by now with the French units. It's a shame just because I won't be able to tell which units can form square and which ones can't. But yeah, that is kind of like a bit annoying that I can't see. And maybe someone will probably be able to say in comments what the issue is, and I probably can get it sorted. Unless it's just something with the update now that you just can't see the other units. It may just be a bug. I'm not sure. But yeah, we've got like French infantry sitting up here. I'm not exactly sure which corps this is, obviously, but it'll be one of the corps, I imagine, of the French army. What cavalry we got here? We can probably give it a good guess. We've got a lot of dragoons. I imagine there are going to be plenty of dragoons here today. Plenty of dragoons, cuirassiers. We've got some chevaliers here as well. So yeah, we've got all sorts here setting up. And what we got on this side? We've got more like chevaliers by the looks of it. These guys look pretty elite, though. I don't know. I might be wrong. They may not be. And we had something else there. Obviously, yep, the British are going to just dig themselves in around Quatre. So they're taking all of the buildings here. What have we got in here? We've got Avant-Garde Jaeger. It seems like Wellington's army was actually the least British army out of them. Like, Wellington's army seems like it's got a lot of like Brunswickers. Yeah, and like other German units. Looks like a lot of Brunswickers, to be honest. I mean, it's cool. I'm glad they're here because they're awesome in their all black sort of uniforms. But yeah, I was hoping that, Wellington might bring some British. It seems like that job is being left to Hill. Hill has all these like King's German Legion, which again aren't even British. King's German Legion. At least they're in red coats. There you go. Some Yorkshiremen, more King's German Legion. Oxford, Highland. We've got some Highlanders here as well. It's good to see. These Highlanders are, yeah, Lightfoot. So the Say Regiment. We've seen that unit so many times. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of French cav setting up here, though. There's a lot of French cav setting up here. Yep. I can't see any sort of like really big, heavy cuirassier units, though, yet. Maybe there aren't going to be any. Looks like we've got some Chasseurs de Cheval here. And we've got more infantry appearing over here. This looks like the old guard. This is the old guard. The old guard, bizarrely, is at this battle, so that's not quite historical. I believe they were at Lingy. They would have been at Lingy with Napoleon, but yeah, the old guard's here. I like how this unit's like these like the stragglers. Shouldn't have stragglers with the old guard. They should all be all together, all organised. But I mean, that's going to be obviously a big problem for the British, who are now retreating their King's German Legion hussars. I mean, have they got any big units themselves of infantry? Yeah, they've got the Scots Greys, of course. Scots Greys are here to do their worst, and then we also have Dragoon Guards, the Trades Union, the first Dragoon Guards. I actually don't know if I've seen the first Dragoon Guards in action. We've got some Carabineers here of like Dutch cavalry here, so I mean that'll be good. Yeah, this Trades Union unit, I don't think I've seen this unit before, so cool to see that here. But yeah, there was a little bit. The only thing you've really missed, the only action you guys have really missed is like this cavalry, this artillery unit, sorry, being taken out. The artillery unit kind of getting like taken out, I think, as it retreated, and that's about it. Oh, that's a big unit of cavalry, or is it? No, it's just this really elite cavalry unit here. I really want to know what this unit is. It may just be Chevaliers, but it just looks a lot more elite. The uniforms look really pristine. Oh boy, they look good to go. But yeah, so if you guys are enjoying seeing NTW3 on the channel and would like to see more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. It's always very much appreciated. And it seems like we've already got some shots being fired. We've got the French, got some of their trilliers up here probably, or voltigeurs probably actually, voltigeurs. And they're firing onto the British cavalry hussars. Doing some damage. Actually, kind of doing a little bit of damage to them. I usually don't bring light infantry, but they're actually, like, oh, the skirmishes, like I say, they're doing quite a bit of damage. Got a bit of a cavalry standoff going on over here. It's cavalry of the French guys. This is the only annoying thing. I'm going to have to zoom in to see what they have. It's some Uhlans, and we also have some dragoons. I don't think these light dragoons and hussars are going to stop them. Hate to break it to you, Britain. Hate to break it to you. But yeah, the map's not really changed at all. This is still Quatre. I mean, nothing here has really changed. There are lots of new maps, I've been told, on 9.0. They have Berezina, they have Leipzig. They've got a lot of cool new maps, which I haven't actually really checked out the mod much myself. I just got straight into the replay. So this is gonna be fun. What unit is back here? The British have got some light dragoons all the way back here in the back lines. I mean, I guess General Snipes, maybe? But, yeah, that unit is way in the back. And we got a Drogheda light horse getting shot right out the front as well, which King's Irish horse. Oh! Well, King's Irish hussars, I should say. Yeah, these guys probably would retreat them. I don't think it's worth wasting your cavalry like that. But France looks like he's nearly ready to set up over here. I wonder if this one of the cores is Ney, because obviously Ney was kind of in charge of the push at Quatre. We also have infantry here. I presume this is going to be the Prince of Orange. Yeah, he's actually taking up positions in this forest. We've got Feld Battalion in here, so they could be able to throw themselves onto the French flank, perhaps. But it looks like the French are sending in some columns here of their own actually to go and just take out those forces in there. So maybe not. Maybe they won't be able to do that. But yeah, it seems like the French not quite ready to assault. We'll just fast forward a little bit, though I don't think we'll be too far off seeing any engagement. But if you want to get involved in some NTW3 action and are struggling to find games, then feel free to join the Discord. Even if you're not struggling to find games, feel free to join. Got a really nice Total War community there. Some really nice people. And it's a good way to find out extra stuff that's going on, like when streams happening, when scenarios are going on, if you want to get involved in them. Yeah, it's a really good way to stay in touch with what's going on the channel. But yeah, so we'll get on with this battle. I think we're just I'm kind of waiting on that French force to appear in the forest there and to start fighting the Prince of Orange, because I think that's going where the first bit of the fight's going to take place. France, I imagine, does not want to assault this position here. It looks really nasty. The guard,
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Oh, the guard have taken this building, I imagine then. Actually, no. It looks like it's going to be one of the generals took the building. Fair enough. But yeah, the guard are looking like they're going to push up to this ridge here. I guess they think maybe there's British infantry up here because there's cavalry. There is literally no infantry there. All the infantry is kind of positioned around Quatre. We have cavalry here though, and here we go. Some action about to take place. We've got some French cavalry coming in. It looks like it's going to be a Chasseur Cheval going in, taking out some of these Feld Battalion. Luckily, the Feld Battalion here forms square. They're going to put a nice volley into the back of the Chasseur Cheval, who are now running, and already have infantry as well firing on the British as well. So I mean, these Feld Battalion, they're not the greatest, but they'll do okay, I guess. I like how they're kind of like, some of them are a mix of red coat and green coat. It's kind of cool. But that is where the first bit of the engagement is going to take place, and yeah, the French here putting some volleys in. The cry going up. Oh, they've disappeared. They've decided to hold fire. Line of sight was clearly lost. I was going to say the cry would have been going up for Vive l'Empereur. But maybe not anymore. Maybe they're trying to be silent and get a bit sneaky. These boys will certainly be shouting the Emperor's name, that is for sure. They seem like they're really small units, though. And maybe that's just with cores. Maybe because it's cores? I don't know. They seem like tiny little units now, the Guard. Or at least those 4 do. Though we have seen other units, but I don't know if they're much bigger. Some of these British units are very big. Well, not very big, but, you know, 130 is pretty big. 150 is very big for a British unit. Yeah, seems like, you know, the French had a little bit of an assault, but that is kind of it. I'm going to fast forward once again. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I turn around, and all of a sudden, it looks like the Scots Greys are going to go for a charge. But no, we're going to have the Light Dragoons going to go in, and they're going to go and deal with these Dragoons of France. Oh, no, Chevaliers, in fact. And here we go. Scots Greys coming in. With their iconic white horses, they may do a lot of damage. A general's already been killed. Who lost his general? Prince of Orange has been sniped. The one person in the bodyguard that got killed was the Prince of Orange. That is so unfortunate. Britain routing all the cavalry here of the French, but the Guard forming square scares off the cavalry, so that's a good move there by the French. And they have got more cavalry over here, but, you know, it's a bit of a loss anyway. The Scots Greys obviously being a very, very strong cavalry unit. And the Dragoon Guards, they probably are one of the strongest cavalry units here today. More Guard units over here, I think. I think there were Guard units before I could zoom in. That's very annoying, I will admit that. I can't say what the enemy units, see what the enemy units are. But, yeah, this looks like the Guard is, yeah, moving up. These look like slightly large units. Maybe. I don't know. They still look quite small. There probably is like 100 men in those units, though. But yeah, it seems like... oh, here we go. The line battles are raging over here again. It's good to have the smell of gunpowder once again. Oh boy. Yeah, it seems like the French not really want to make a full-on assault. I mean, they've got a big... look at this line of infantry that they're assembling here. This is a huge line of infantry. I mean, we've got Legate. Oh, here we go. As I say that, the march begins. Rank after rank of French infantry, ready to die for their emperor. Oh, it doesn't seem like it's going to be much of a... like, the march was only very, very small. They're clearly worn out already. What is this unit? I wonder if it's just probably another infantry unit. They're all in white uniforms, though. Or most of them are. It's very annoying that I can't hover over and see what units they are. But the Guard is pushing up, and we're going to see a line battle take place over here. Here we go, the Guard opening fire now. We've got Middle Guard here by the looks of it. Middle Guard setting up. I mean, these Guard, I imagine, are going to win that fight. Their uniforms are just beautiful. They really are. Who are they dueling with then? They're dueling with Landwehr. I mean, that's so good. I mean, there are British units here as well. We've got Royal Welsh Fusiliers, the Buckinghamshire Foot. I don't think these Landwehr are going to have much of a chance. Yes, flee for your lives. Puny Landwehr. We've got Royal Dragoons out here as well. Another first Royal Dragoons, bird catchers. Oh yeah, well these are just Dragoons, sorry, they're not Dragoon Guards. Oh, this is not good though, look at this, the Guard, like, almost flanking this British position. They're gonna have to, yeah, Hill looks like he's gonna have to retreat. Or at least turn his position. Uxbridge may need to go into support, but I mean, most of this French infantry can form square. That is always the problem as well. Yeah, you can see here, this French infantry here is gonna turn, it's probably gonna put a volley straight into this Dragoon unit here. I mean, that unit even needs to charge and needs to retreat. Oh, maybe not. Honestly, I thought they were going to put a volley straight into it. I mean, that would have been pretty brutal. got artillery back there. We've got a 6-pounder that's trying to support the line fight as well. I mean, they've got a lot of cav here to the British. A lot of good cav. Got a lot of big dragoon units actually setting up back here. Yeah, lots of dragoons setting up. So, I mean, maybe they'll be able to combat that. I don't know. We've got a King Irish Hussar that's broke over there. I guess that lost to maybe the cavalry here. By the looks of it, that looks like it must have happened. But, I mean, yeah, the line battle is starting to take hold on both sides. I mean, these Fell Battalion, I can't see winning, I guess. I don't know. They just kind of strike me as kind of like not quite militia, but not quite proper line infantry. Mainly like this unit here, it's like got its mix of like green and red uniforms. But I may be wrong, these Fell, no, their losses aren't bad, but they are fighting in a forest. And though I can't see, that's annoying, I can't even see how many men they've killed of the French. Honestly, don't see many French bodies though.
Sir, our general is under attack.
General under attack. If you mean the Prince of Orange is dead. If you mean Wellington, I think which is what they are. Wellington, he's doing okay. He's not taking a hit yet, but we are about to see a charge here. And these Brunswickers are all forming square, which is very smart. The Dragoon's been scared off. I mean, there's a good hit there, though, by the artillery. I mean, that unit formed square and then got hit by artillery. Jeez, look at this. It's getting absolutely focused. I mean, it seems like these Brunswickers are going to come to the rescue of the Hills Corps, and they're going to try and take on the Guard here. But I mean, it's going to be a pretty tough fight still, even for these guys. It's light infantry. These guys probably can fire from a decent range. They probably don't need to get this close. But they're going to get this close. They're fighting chasseurs to the Guard. Oh, jeez. That unit's just not feeling so good on morale. The chasseurs of the Guard are here. What we got here now? Well, this is the proper old Guard. That is the old Guard, the Grenadiers. Got more like middle Guard coming on. Here we go. Cavalry trying to go in. Goons again being held back by these Brunswick squares. Now they're going to send in, yep, now this is the whole plan, was just to make them form square, and now you're going to see a charge by the infantry. And the Guard goes in. And, yep, these guys are breaking pretty quickly. This is not good. But the response is to bring up these, this Dutch Carabinier here. I mean, that's a pretty good idea. Royal Sappers and Miners going in. They're kind of like a Grenadier unit, I guess, in a little way. But the French look like they're going to retreat, or at least they look like they're retreating. Yeah, they are. The Dragoon's going to kind of scream that retreat. I mean, honestly, yeah, I was going to say the big French line needs to start thinking about pushing forward. And what we got over here, we've got Grenadiers of Nassau here. Oh, these guys are pretty cool in their green uniforms. I mean, he's dead now, but he looked cool. They're being assaulted by the looks of it, just normal French infantry. Nothing too strong. We got Jaegers down here now. I mean, there's so much infantry around this building. I do not see the British holding it for too much longer. The Fell Battalion, though, they're holding on here. Yeah, they're still not taking many losses. Honestly, I think it looks like they inflict more on the French. So well done to the Fell Battalion. They pushed back the French there in the forest just for now.
This building has fallen to the
There you
enemy.
go. The building has just fallen. I did think it wasn't going to take much longer. They did take it. As Nassau, even though they're Grenadiers, clearly not up to the match of just like normal French infantry. And now they fall back on Quatre properly to the British. And this is going to be a real problem to get through. There's so much infantry in a small space here. And what we've got here, we've got Royal Sappers and Miners. We've got these more sappers. Yeah, these are more sappers. This is a big sapper unit. We've got Lifeguard here. This is a good unit. What else we got here? We've got all sorts of different units. Lots of Jaegers and stuff firing now. light company here. They're dueling. I mean, they're not going to do much. But we've got more British infantry here. I guess they kind of want to hold this flank here. And I mean, there's more British being thrown up here. And they kind of are winning this fight anyway. Hill's throwing up more infantry. I wonder if they're going to try and turn this left flank. Or this right, left flank for the French, right flank for the British. We could try and turn it. Over here, the British actually retreating. By the looks of it, this is not a good sign. See, they're getting outflanked by French troops that were in the center. And now going to get chased by dragoons. It's not looking too hot. The dragoons got running a long way though. Oh no, this is just a cheval. Okay, even still, running a long way. I mean, these guys can form square. And they sort of do. Actually, they don't. They really don't form square. Why did that unit pull up so hard? The Brunswickers did not even try and form square. They did rout the sappers though. And yeah, it looks like Hill's like core over here, or his portion of the core over here. I don't know if he's got. This is all him. This is all him. Wow. And a bit of Wellington. They're all retreating. I mean, over here, I think the British are doing quite well. They're containing them. Oh, that light dragoon! What did it go for? Did it take out the guns? It tried to, I think. It kind of failed because it's now been chased and murdered by that really elite-looking cavalry. I mean, it's probably not even that elite. Here we go. More French cav going in. Dragoons dueling it out with some looks like light dragoons here. With the hussars, actually. Very, very nice. I'm having to relearn all the units, even though they're barely changed. Got Uxbridge there, he's doing his bit. Commanding the cav. Roland Daddy Hill is still there. We've got a 6-pounder back here, still doing its work. Scots Grey is still fairly healthy, and the Dragoon unit's pretty healthy. There seems to be endless French cav though. More Dragoons. Oh, here we go. Here's the scary stuff. Carabineers. More Dragoons. Wow, there's a lot of Dragoons. I mean, the Carabineers is going to be a scary unit though to see when they get thrown in. I'm surprised we're not seeing a single cuirassier. Maybe they're all at Lingy today. Too busy beating up the Prussians. Brunswick is here, dueling with the French. Like, the detail in these units is awesome. Like, look at the back of their caps. They all have like a little bit of detail in them. They look awesome. They really do. This gun here, though, is a little bit close to the front line. I mean, it could easily get charged by French infantry or cav. It's a 9-pounder as well. It's putting absolute holes into this French infantry as it pushes forward. But yeah, that could get charged by something. You don't know. I mean, the French infantry more likely. There's a lot of guns here. I mean, they've got a lot of stakes there. They're not going to be charging that with cav. Leg is there, they seem like they're doing their bit. Here we go, looks like the British are going to go for a charge on this side. Going to see those Carabineers go in. They look like they're going to... I imagine they're going to win that fight, yeah. I mean, they routed. Wow, they routed pretty quick. They did rout one French cav unit. We've now got a fresh British cav going in. Some hussars, and they have routed the rest of the French cav, so there you go. Bit of a sacrifice by the Carabineers. I mean, they may return. 60 men left. They probably will return. But that light dragoon, you know, it's done its bit. But Brunswick is over here. Oh my god, they're struggling. Morale is more the issue, I think, than numbers. There's big gaps in the line. I mean, Hill needs to bring these troops up and support the Brunswickers, so the Brunswickers need to retreat. One or the other, but it looks like the Dragoon's going to get here. And that's goodbye. That's good night Vienna for that unit. That line infantry there is, yeah, not making it out there. But we're now going to see the Dragoon Guards. They are being committed. This big unit, 116 men. And in they go. For the king! And then what's the response? They're sending up... Oh, they're sending up some cuirasses. This is a cuirass unit. It's quite small.
Our men are running, sir.
And then in the end, everyone just decides to retreat their heavy cav. How polite of them. What a gentlemanly war we're fighting in. Oh yeah, those carabiniers return. That's good. They're going to need them, I think. Over here in the on the very extreme right, we've got more cavalry fighting here. We've got King's German Legion light dragoons routing some. Looks like they got some dragoons routed. But here we go. We've got now the carabiniers going in, the elites of the French cavalry today, and they're going to get stuck and slowed down in this forest here. I mean, they could route everything here, I imagine. Yeah, there's nothing here that's going to stop those carabiniers. But it's whether they bother to engage. The carabiniers are heavy and slower. Britain kind of firing uphill here. This is not really favourable for them. He kind of wants to get back on the ridge. And then again, though, if I look from the French perspective, can they really see the British? Not really. It feels like both sides are kind of shooting each other and just missing. Over here we go, the cuirasses back up. Charging some land there, which I mean they can't form square, but the Dragoon Guards going back in, saving the British centre almost at this point. And the British are setting up, what is this? They're just setting up some lifeguard right in the combat here. It's a bit suicidal. I presume maybe they're out of ammo, but surely not. It's not that late in the game. I don't know what the idea was, but I mean, they've just run into the entirety of the French army here and got routed. But yeah, there you go. They just threw their men in there. It's a strange one by Britain. But they're holding them at bay. They're holding these guys at bay. I mean, the gun here is not looking so hot. I just realised. I mean, they did charge this. It's not looking French. Didn't miss that. They did charge it. As I said they would. It's not like these guns are very open. They need to put some infantry on this side of it. I mean, I guess they got the town, but it's not really like going to stop an infantry column charging at guns. Maybe the guard is still pushing forward. And they finally, like, are now able to see the enemy. And actually be able to shoot them successfully. They're going to put a volley in? Come on, put a volley in, boys. Yes.
The men of the fleet must rescue.
Here we go. The guard opens fire. The chasseurs, the guard. We've got all sorts of middle guard and young guard here, I imagine. Open fire, boys. Very nice, very nice. Keep it up. I mean, that's just an onslaught I don't think the British lines can deal with. Honestly, these King's German Legion are getting a little bit thin on the ground. I mean, they have there's more French infantry here than there is British infantry. It's facts. They charge the guns again. Scared off by a little light dragoon. These French infantry, they may return, but the guns still alive as well. I mean, you need to take this one out first. And they're still fighting in this forest, and Britain has more infantry here now. This is one of the few places where Britain actually, I think, has the advantage. We've got French infantry going in here, though, trying to take out a gun. I mean, is Britain going to stop this? Doesn't look it. It's got, like, Yorkshire infantry, yeah. Just allow them to get break, and Highland foot here as well. Just allow them to get... I mean, the French did break eventually, but they broke the gun. They could have nearly got the second one. They broke Highland foot. You don't need to carry on charging. And the French look a little thin here, maybe. They've got to like attack in quite a few spots. They can't really push forward until they push back these Feld Battalion units. But they also, if they're like got to deal with these Feld Battalion units, they've also got to deal with the front line here. which, yeah, so this is a bit of a kill area for the, got a bit of a kill box kind of forming here for the French. They carry on pushing forward anyway. Even where they are stood, they're in a little bit of a sticky position. Honestly, I think it's going to be a high reliance on the guard to maybe break through, but I'm seeing actually a lot of guard units breaking. Yeah, I mean, a lot of guard units breaking here. I mean, I guess they're relatively weak, but I don't know. They didn't look too depleted. The Carabiniers still here doing this bit. And we've got a mass rout over here. What is going on here? So it looks like those Carabiniers for the Dutch are back. They've just routed a load of French cavalry, including this fancy looking French cavalry here. Routed that and some light infantry. French are in retreat now because of that move. So the French, you know, they might be able to hold on. The British, sorry, might be able to hold on here in this forest. With like, I mean, they've got some decent units here, but most of them are Felt Battalion. Which I've been slagging off the entire game, but I bet someone's going to go say Felt Battalion are actually pretty good, Pope. I don't know what you're on about. Here we go, another push here, forward by the French cav. Dragoons going in. Oh no, Chevaliers. I always get them mixed, well, not get mixed up. They look the same. They're green uniforms. It's very annoying. But yep, the infantry now retreats. The French just need to make a concentrated push somewhere and get, like, breakthrough. Oh, yeah, cuirasses here. Oh, here we go, more cuirasses. These are really small cuirassier units. What on earth happened? I mean, they could make a push somewhere, for sure. I mean, there's Lambert here that forms square. What a militia. I mean, I push here. Push here in the center. There is obviously cav that you got to worry about, but I think you push there, in this point. There's militia holding you back. And then there is cavalry behind, but you deal with that. What did they just throw in here? This is more infantry. Well, I mean, if they're going to bleed their army one infantry unit at a time trying to take those guns out, that's okay. Line infantry there. I like that little position. Look at this. Under a tree, behind a wall. They're set to go. But yep, and then the French is engaging again. They're having to form square because of the British cavalry on the flank. And because of that, the British can just pour volley after volley into them and inflict a heavy amount of casualties. But yeah, this flank over here, really well played by the British. And they're actually forcing back the French. They have this infantry unit here that's just kind of being left at the back. I'd probably move that up. And the Guard, I mean, the Guard have kind of stalled. They made a good amount of progress to start with, but kind of stalling. The French don't seem to have much infantry, sorry, in the center. Mainly it's just cavalry there. And though that's okay, they can't really break through. Like, I mean, apart from here, well, no, where was it? It's over here, I think. Yeah, this is where the Landwehr is. Landwehr, National Militia. This one can form square, but the other two can't. I honestly think that is where they're going to have to try and break through. If they're going to try it. They'll have to try either with the cavalry or with the infantry. Might want to save the cavalry for the big Dragoon Guard unit behind. But yeah, British doing a really good job. Actually now taking the offensive. Look at this. Kind of keep it zoomed out so you can kind of see the movements going on. Yeah, the British, they are actually fully pushing back the French. There is more French infantry being, like, shown. I mean, this is dangerous, because obviously the French don't mind this. They could then turn these units here on the flank. And if I was them, I would do that. Also, the cavalry's now in the forest. I don't know how great an idea that is. It just keeps it slow and immobile, like, not very mobile. It's gun position here, though, kid. Focus down. Did they catch him? Oh, they did. The light troops kind of caught these guys, but I mean, these are already routing. Here we go. They're going to form square, fire into the cavalry, and the infantry, I guess, will be able to. And these infantry just be able to pour absolute like hell onto their point blank range. Nope, not going to stop. Oh, here we go. Oh no, they have one volley and then they fire and then they move on again. Yeah, look at this. The French now going to move and attack the flank. And a little, is this the light dragoon? Oh, it's a light dragoon. It's not the one I was thinking it was. The Dutch light dragoon's long gone, I guess. But we've got another little light dragoon here in behind. Going to rout some voltigeurs. I mean, it could have maybe attacked some of these units here. And it's going to. There you go. As I say, morale's pretty low. Look at this. French unit's breaking. And they could have gone in again, probably, those light dragoons. A ragged brigade. Cool little unit. I keep going in. Look at the morale of these French infantry. They're not looking so great. Oops, being routed there. It's a shame. I mean, this is Prince of Orange's infantry over here, actually. All of this now, by the looks of it. I thought Hill had thrown some stuff over here, but maybe not. But, like, the Prince of Orange is dead. He got sniped, if you can remember. So his infantry, I would have thought, like, low morale, but apparently not. And now I think it might be the turn of the British to retreat, or certainly alter their formation. And they're just going to alter. Kind of surprised. Look at that. A mass rout, really, for the French there. A lot of infantry breaking. And the British, they're going to hold this forest. They're going to be able to take this and probably turn this entire flank. And the French centre is going to be non-existent in the moment because it's going to become the French left. And look, even more, like these 4 units being dragged from the centre to come and help. We've seen cavalry coming over. Yeah, the cuirassiers are going to walk over by the looks of it. And the guard still not really making any moves. Oh, we've had French cav in the back though. French cav in the back. We've got dragoons in here. They're getting dealt with by the King's Dragoon Guards, they are. And the Scots Grace is still alive as well. There you go. Dragoons going in, getting beaten by the heavier dragoons of Britain. And there you go. That's one less French cav to deal with. They still got, I mean, they still got some pretty heavy cav though of their own. I want to see the Carabineers going against the Dragoon Guards. I think that'll be a good fight. I mean, they may need support from Cuirassiers. I don't know, because that Dragoon Guard unit is good. Taking a building. What building are they taking? Oh, this is the... oh, the British managed to get back in here? How did they manage this? This is, I thought, was like... French infantry was literally, like, so close to this. Yeah. They like the British are still going in as the French are attacking as well. Wow. So the French are not allowing the British to hold into that building for too long. And yeah, the British are in like full advance now in the centre. Prince of Orange bringing forward Nassau infantry. Oh jeez, a poor Nassau unit. Get up, boys. You've got a battle to win. There's no time to lie down. Cannonball to the face is no excuse. Yep, I mean,
building has fallen to the enemy.
There you go. French have retaken the building, just about. Cost the British 2 units, though. I mean, they're Prince of Orange units as well. So, I mean, that's a good sign if you're trying to take on the Prince of Orange. You can just charge his units, maybe get them in melee. You've got a chance. You've got a little, like, light dragoon that's going to come flying up here. And the British and the French still dueling over here. They keep retreating. The French, I think, are trying to lure the British out of the tree line, and I don't think they're really interested. A lot of British infantry actually been broken here, and the guards all but disappeared. It's gone back behind the well, where we can't see it, and there's still more British cav here. I mean, French cavs here. Sorry. Look at this. All these cuirassiers. Did they just hit a load of their own cuirassiers? I think they might have. This is a big cuirassier unit though, and that's getting scaring off a tiny little light dragoon. What's going across here? More cuirassiers. Yep, seems like the French here getting ready for another assault. Maybe they're just going to defend. I honestly don't know. And now it looks like the French are no longer interested in fighting the Fell Battalion. Like, you know what? You've beaten us too many times, Fell Battalion. We've had enough. We're going back to Quatre. I mean, it seems like that's what the French infantry units here are going to do. It's going to march up, try and take the village. I mean, if they die trying, they die trying. Let's see whether they can. I mean, they're still shooting these cuirassy units. They kind of want to keep these protected because, you know, the French cap's still pretty nasty. That could maybe change the battle a little bit. They're also got to preserve as much infantry as possible. They're just going to preserve a lot of stuff, the French. They're kind of taking a bit of they're taking a few setbacks here. Look at these sappers, though. Oh, they got skull and crossbones on their, like, backbones. They look awesome. What a scary sight they are. I'm not getting away with those boys. I mean, this building as well, I imagine it's just filled with nasty. I mean, yeah, it's all the sappers. Wellington's in there. More sappers. Avant-garde Jaeger, they got to be pretty decent. Yep, I'm looking in the windows and this building is filled with troops. The sappers coming forward though. They don't fear the French. I mean, I certainly wouldn't fear the French. Not when I have a skull and crossbow on my head. It means you've like killed. You're either a pirate or you've killed a lot of people. I mean, which to be fair, pirates do as well. A lot of infantry also in reserve for the British. It's all this like line infantry that pushed forward and then retreated to the Prince of Orange. It seems like the French are going to go back to fighting the Fell Battalion again and everything else in here. I don't think they can win this fight, you know. The Fell Battalion they're built different. Oh, and here we go. Here we go. The Dragoon Guards coming forward. They're going to attack the Carabiniers. And what I've been waiting for. Oh boy. Who is winning this fight? They're losing. Are the Dragoon Guards? No. And they're going to retreat. It's going to cost them some troops. The Carabiniers, if they were smart, they'd pursue and make sure they shoot a route. Got Uxbridge behind as well. So I mean. Yeah, now if I was the French, I'd be full on take advantage, assault. No, they're going to retreat. This Carabiniers nearly beat itself. Or it may be. It actually may be. The Dragoons going back in. They may beat this unit. Oh no, the Carabiniers back to kind of full strength. This is a close fight, you know, between these two units. It's back and forth, back and forth. I mean, I just deal with this unit. I mean, once the Carabiniers are in combat, they seem to beat this unit. I mean, they're getting deep into the enemy lines. You just need to be careful that they don't just get like shot from multiple angles by infantry. I think that's what they're kind of worried about. That's why they keep retreating. But it seems like the cuirassies, they're going to go in. They are going to get speared on the stakes, though. They're not breaking quite yet. See, look at this. Like, morale's really low for the Carabiniers, and they'll turn. The morale will go up. The Guard's back, though. The Guard is back. We've got the Scots Craze, this tiny little unit. It could be a general. It's just coming across. The Fell Battalion finally moved out of the forest and are now attacking the flank of the French. I mean, that Guard unit that's back. I don't know, it's not actually, it's a general, isn't it? I was going to say, if this I get that Guard unit up, but it's not a Guard unit. It is merely a general. The Guards are moving up now. There you go. The Guards doing some good work there. I mean, these British infantry have kind of held them quite a while though. Done a good job. In fairness, they haven't been fighting the entire time, but I mean, they've still done a good job. And they're getting hit hard though. This West Riding infantry here. Artillery knocking over half the unit. Oh, and the French are almost breaking here. Look at this. A lot of morale starting to go down. The French tried for charge here. The Fell Battalion though, they know what to do. They know to form square. Yeah, the French are stuck in a really hard spot here. They're like getting squeezed between this building and the Fell Battalion. Like, the units, like, once these units break here, like, the units that are fighting the Feldtown, they're going to get shot in the back, so they're going to have to retreat again. And the French are going to lose a lot of infantry. Honestly, I'm putting probably a lot of pressure on the Guard to try and turn this around. The Guard and the Cav over here are somehow going to try and pull a miracle out from nowhere. The British just dug in really well. As they kind of were at Quatre. They kind of were. I mean, the French did have some success. They did rout some units, but honestly, the British kind of dug in pretty well. Kind of on this road as well. Kind of on this road and in this forest. Near more charging. Oh, the French managed to get cavalry and got cuirassiers all the way into the side of Feldtown. They didn't form square this time. Fools! Oh, these ones can't. No! It's Feldtown. They've done so well. Cannot break. They're going to break. And they're racing with a little light dragoon, the Ragged Brigade. I would be surprised if they didn't win this fight. The cuirassiers just can't match the Ragged Brigade. Here we go. We're going to go in. Okay, I'm lying. The Ragged Brigade aren't that good. They break very, very quickly. I mean, they could go into the back of some of these other units. I mean, they can form square this Feldtown. They could get this Feldjäger. I mean, everything over here can form square. I guess that's the only strength of the British. But I mean, this cuirassier is just so deep into enemy lines. I guess it has to do what it can do. Before he gets routed, there it goes. Got some healthy units here, though. Got the Lily Whites from Nottinghamshire. Or Landwehr units, pretty healthy. They're about to get charged, though, I think, by cavalry. Look at all this French infantry routing. Big fight over here as well. What's going on here, then? This is just, like, infantry being broken? Yeah. Oh, wow, the Guard. The old Guard got broken here by the Highland Light Foot. That is huge. Yes, it seems like the British are pushing back the French in several areas now. I mean, they've got cavalry being broken here now. The French cuirassiers were desperately trying to break some of these. Nottinghamshire foot failed. There's a big cuirassier unit left, to be fair. Hopefully that might return. I don't know. The Scots Greys now charging on, and they're actually rear-charging this French infantry here. There you go. The glorious Scots Greys doing their best. And yeah, it seems like the French centre's all but gone. I mean, there's just like a little bit of cav left. There's some cuirassiers coming up in. They should be able to hopefully do some damage. I think there is a bit of French infantry, but not much. That Scots Grey unit, is it going to get it out of there? It's winning decisively. How?
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
How that can be winning decisively, I don't know. But yes, French centre's all but gone. It seems like the left and the right are all that are left. And even they are starting to crumble a little bit. We've got the Carabineers here. They're still obviously a bit of a threat. More cuirassiers here. I mean, the Guard, I mean, it's still looking relatively healthy. But I mean, now that the like the French centre's kind of gone, obviously the British can maybe start to think about sending some forces in each direction. But I mean, if this is everything that's left for both sides, I'd say it's relatively even. I mean, the French obviously have got probably smaller numbers, but have quite an elite force. British have slightly more numbers, and most of these troops have seen action, so they're pretty battered. There are only a few like healthy units left, and most of them are like Landwehr, that are like relatively large units. Still got some Feld Battalion or Feldjäger in this forest. They just refuse to leave that position. And it seems like we're gonna. I mean, they've been batteries. Look at this. 50% damage is far more now. And there's Grenadiers, there's sappers in there, and I mean they're going to send in infantry to try and clear out this house. But I mean there's all sorts in here. I imagine there's sappers. I've seen there are other just line infantry. We're going to see a charge from the French. They're going to go in and try and do some damage to the British here. French looking pretty weak on morale. Sappers coming out of the building, doing their best. And they break the British here. German Legion, but the sappers look like they've broken. King's German Legion like foot doing a bit. And we've got French cavalry coming in as well. And these Landwehr, I think, try to form square army. They can't. I mean, actually, they can. Failed though. And the Scots Greys still doing damage. My God, this unit is insane. I would love to see the kills that this unit's got, but I don't think we're going to be able to. It's a real shame. Uxbridge's kills, like, that on that unit alone are going to be insane. Yeah, they routed that cuirassy. There are obviously some other French cavalry still around. We actually have a general just throwing himself in. That Napoleon. Napoleon has thrown himself into combat there and is actually broken, and that's probably going to be the battle almost for the French, I imagine. Because they're running out of infantry. That infantry like force over here is broken. The guard is still alive, and they're actually kind of pushing back the British here. They are beating them here, but eventually, like what remains from Quatre is going to come over and swarm them. I mean, it's been a good battle. It's I can almost see this is like a defeat for the French. Like, this is very different to history. Like, the French kind of get defeated at Quatre before. It's more of a tactical retreat in the end by the British. They kind of inflict more casualties on the French and then have to retreat because obviously what happens at Ligny. So I guess you could say that kind of happens here, but I mean maybe on a larger scale because the entire French army's been routed, not just like a few troops, but they've taken back the building. They've got some Landwehr in there and some King's German Legion. I mean, they've not got anything great to really stick in there, but I don't think the French are going to be coming back anytime soon to retake it. And now it's just like routing some guns, and I mean it's just the guard that needs dealing with now. I mean, they should really just go back to Paris. Just go back. Napoleon's been beaten. He's going to have to go back into exile again. Waterloo's not even going to happen, boys. You're not going to have your moment there. Your moment was here at Quatre for some reason instead of Ligny. You've done well, boys. You fought hard. So I don't know why they like each regiment hasn't been given an eagle. Like an eagle standard would look awesome. Like all the eagles, like marching along would look amazing. What's still alive? They still have the dragoon guards. Jeez. They need to be careful there and just shoot their own dragoon guards. Though I think they nearly just did that. Oh no, these guns are facing way off towards. Well, this one's not. This one may just fire and hit its own dragoon guards at the moment. I mean, they did lose 2 guys. I don't know where though. I don't know if that was the. Oh, they're losing to stakes. I see. Yeah, they need to be careful throwing stakes. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward now because honestly, there is not really much left that's going on. And I honestly, well, here we go. Cavalry is actually gonna go in. So we're going to see the Dragoon Guards going. I mean, they're going to beat these cuirasses. Cuirasses have just not been that good today. They have not been that good. Dragoon Guards, though, have done a very good job there. I mean, they might as well just rush on with these guns. But, yeah, that is kind of it. I don't think these guards are going to get engaged and beaten in the time that's left. There is very little time left on the old timer. And, yeah, here we go. Oh, the Dragoon Guards broke in the sight of the guns. They did get hit a few times by them. They are down to 34. They may return, though. They are pretty elite. But, I mean, just send some of this infantry up and try and rout the guns. It's probably what I'd do. Or find the Scots Greys.
Our men are running, sir.
They are, like, they're back there. They are back there at Quatre. Here we go. We are going to see a bit of a line battle take place. I'm going to see some light dragoons actually go between the 2 guard units. Or the 2 guard flanks, you could say. They're going to just rear charge the guards here. Really nicely done. Routing that unit. Could they get another one maybe? I mean, the guard's breaking over there. Maybe we are going to see the guards being defeated. And they could have got that other one. The dragoons could have probably got them. The guard, they're fighting on. Come on, boys. For your emperor. While on this side, I'd be shouting, for the king. Or for Boney. No, not for Boney. What's his name? I forgot what they call him now. What they call Wellington. I mean, apart from Wellesley. I forgot what his nickname is. Probably, someone will probably be able to remember. Someone can tell me. But look at that, yeah, guard routing. We've got a little cavalry unit here, a little cuirassy here. Look at their morale. They're probably going to get beaten by that light dragoon, to be honest. And then the light dragoon's going to go and silence the guns, which is not a bad idea. So yeah, good unit to go and take out. There you go. Silenced. You imagine? Imagine like 40 guys getting beaten by 11. I mean, they're 11 on horses, I guess. And there's another gun in here, actually. Did not see this one. Science this one. And, I mean, this is just key things you need to take out, really, at this point in the game. Science guns. And they just Scots Greys, they rout. The Scots Greys, I think, routed that, actually routed that cuirassier. This, the Cavs has been insane today for Britain. Across the board, they've done a really good job. I certainly would say, like, MVPs of the game, Scots Greys certainly got to be in there. Where are they? There they are. Probably, obviously as well, you've got to say the Fell Battalion. But yeah, I'd say that's kind of it. I don't know why I can't see player results. That's very strange. I don't know why I can't see that. But yeah, here's one of the armies. That is very strange. This one was sent in by Moderna, or that's what his name is on my Discord. So thank you, Moderna, for sending this one in. It's really, really good. But yeah, this was a really fun one. I think he was playing as Wellington's army because he's got all like the Brunswickers here. It's got like avant-garde, all sorts of different stuff. But yeah, they did pretty well. Shame we're not going to be able to see what the Scots Greys did, but yeah, they did a pretty good job. Wellington there getting 0 kills. Luckily, he didn't get sniped either. But yeah, that was a really, really fun battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're out here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.